Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Insane Mundane Reviews. Thank you for tuning in. Now, for those of you that have seen the episodes before this, you know how it works. We have 3 items lined up for you in a certain category, and then we'll have a bonus item at the end. We're going to go from crap to king, and then we'll have a semi-crap in the middle. Sort of like a diarrheal. I'm not really sure what to call it yet. I think I'll think of a better name for it than semi-crap at some point. Anyway, our theme today is the smelliest thing, second only to my feet after a long shopping trip. It is, of course, deodorant. Let's start off with the crap. In bottom place we have Lynx. Now, Lynx doesn't smell too bad. You know, I mean, no deodorant, especially not something that's as infamous as Lynx, is going to smell terrible, but I think it's the connotation more than anything. And it's got sort of a sweet smell to it, you know. It reminds me more of early high school years when I smell it, and it just seems kind of fun, and it smells kind of sweet, and it's not really the sort of smell that I'm going for now that I'm, you know, a little bit older. I don't really want to smell like a 12-year-old anymore. But there's not too many complaints about it, but we'll test it out. And I have with me today, to test these on, we have some test socks. Yes, they are dirty socks, obviously. Clean socks. My clean socks already smell lovely, so I don't need to be spraying deodorant on them. And as well as going from crap to king deodorants, we're also going from crap to king socks. These are the crappest socks that I still own. I used to go to high school in these things. I only own maybe just this pair actually now. Most of them have departed us. Anyway, let's test this bastard. It smells nice. Yeah, dirty socks, but you know, mind you, it smells nice. It's Lynx Gold, so it's oud wood and dark vanilla. And it is less sweet, I'll say, than a lot of the Lynx sorts that I've used, and I'm sure most guys my age would probably use tons of different sorts of Lynxes, from the bloody African ones to the fucking, I don't know, Australian ones, I don't know. I remember the dark chocolate one, or whatever it was called, that was a big one. It's quite nice, but my main thought is that it's just a bit too sweet and a bit too youthful for what I'm really after now. So on to my next one, and we're going to have quite a contradiction. We have Old Spice, another fairly infamous brand, and you can see the picture they've got there. Obviously they're not trying to target prepubescent kids. Old Spice for me is, well, I associate it with my dad. It's the only deodorant I've ever known him to wear. And then the Lynx, obviously that's the deodorant I used to wear when I was little, so, you know, these deodorants have a certain association with them. And I think of this as a more masculine, a bit more grown-up sort of smell. And let's test it out on. Here we are, one step up in socks as well. These are about a year and a half old by now, maybe a bit older. But I got these just after leaving sixth form, so these are, I don't know, I've still got a fair few of these. And it's Old Spice, and you can smell the spiciness of it. Sometimes when I wear it I get almost like an alcoholic smell, not like an ethanol, not like a spirit sort of thing like that, but, oh yeah, spirit. It smells a bit like gin sometimes, that sort of smell. A little bit of spice maybe. It's quite nice, it's a nice smell. It's a little bit thicker than the Lynx, and it is, you know, as I said, a little bit more masculine. I mean, you've seen the way that they advertise the stuff. It's not for little kids. So kids, I mean, I don't know whether I'll even monetize. I mean, not monetize. Age restrict this video. I'm trying to be a bit nicer. So, so kids, if you do watch this, I don't know, solvent abuse can kill instantly. So stay away. Semi-crap, but it's quite nice. I don't really have a problem with Old Spice, but what I'm really going for now, since I'm, you know, just got out of being a teenager and sort of missed the opportunity to be a hipster when I was, you know, when I was in the Goldilocks zone, I suppose. Now I've got to make up for that by being a hipster, and I'm going for the most obscure brand that I could find in boots. So my king for today is Tobacco. Maybe you've heard of it. I hadn't heard of it until a couple of months ago when I saw this. It was on a deal. I thought, hey, that looks nice, and it does. It's got a nice sort of colour to it. The can alone has got like, it's a nice aesthetic. It's round, it's got a nice lid. It's all very nice, just the look of the can itself. And as with most consumer products, they are trying to sell an experience. However, you know, whatever the hell it is, you know, if it's toothpaste, I'm sure, you know, just they've got like swells now. Even toothpaste, they're trying to sell an experience as much as anything. And the same goes for deodorants. Now, the smell of this, it is a lot thicker. It's called tobacco. I don't think it actually smells of tobacco. Maybe it's almost like a strange coffee smell. I'm not sure. But I do like this a lot. This is the one that I wear most often. I do like my tobacco. We'll test this out, and these are my nicest socks as well. I got these probably less than half a year ago. I've got all of these pairs still. In fact, these green ones, I've only worn these once. It was just before they got in the wash now. So these are nice new socks anyway, and they're getting nicest deodorant on them. And it is nice, really nice. It's quite a thick smell, very strong. Let's see what this one says. It says anything about... it just says that it gives you freshness. Well, that's great. I didn't really do much. I haven't exactly researched it. I don't know what it's supposed to smell like. It says tobacco on it. Maybe it has got something of a tobacco smell actually. It does smell a little bit organic. Yeah, it's quite nice. And a very thick smell as well, very masculine. Quite a, like a musty, but you know what I mean. I like tobacco. It's a good, strong, thick, very masculine smell. So I rate this highly. This is my favourite deodorant, tobacco. And it was on a deal at the time, so maybe you can get your hands on one of these. I was surprised actually at how cheap deodorant is. I've got quite a lot of different ones. I just sort of go sometimes and I see them all and they look quite fun, so I end up buying them sometimes. I've got a few different sorts. Anyway, I hope you didn't think that was the end, because as always, we do have our king, but we need a bonus. Something which falls outside of the box slightly. And today I've gone for something quite special. It is, of course, Dettol, which is slightly more than 5% non-ionic surfactants, perfume. So that means it smells nice. The good thing about Dettol, of course, is that, I mean, antiperspirant stuff. You're sweating. Dettol kills bacteria. Maybe you'd have thought you put it in your shoes or something. I don't know what you use your Dettol for, but me, I use it sometimes as a substitute for a bath, maybe, or a shower, brushing my teeth. It's great for killing 99% of bacteria and 90% of allergens. It's just a very clean product, as much as it is nice smelling. However, I couldn't find on here exactly what it's supposed to smell like, but that's what the testing is for. For this one, however, I have not got a testing sock because I thought maybe it might damage my socks. So I thought the safest thing to do would be to just test it on myself. So I guess I don't know, my wrist, that's a good one. And it is actually real. I mean, it could be water. You can see they've got bubbles in there. I'm not trying to con you. Just like aftershave. I don't know, maybe you didn't see that. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Now this one, I'm always giving you useful tips for formal events at the end of my videos. So this one again is really for a formal event where you want to smell pristine. Like I'm talking like bleach sort of level clean. This is, and it's got that sort of smell to it, and that just lets people know that you are serious about your hygiene. So Dettol, no taint. It does say no odour, but it's 5%. It smells, and it smells quite nice actually. So that's our bonus for this this episode. Always a winner at social events. So you'll have to wait till next time, and we'll get another bonus review, specially chosen for all your formal needs. Because I don't think there's enough advice out there for the sort of mundane aspects of formal events. So that will wrap us up for today. Just give me 1 second and I'm back. Sorry about that, but I reached the 10-minute mark, so I had to take a little recess. And I was just going to finish by talking about my Twitter account, which I started today. If you follow me on that, all I'll be doing is posting, for the time being, when I've uploaded videos and maybe anything else that I think might be relevant, if you're interested in keeping up to date with the channel. It'd be great if you could subscribe. I've got plans to continue this series, see where it goes. I'd love it if, I got people following, you could subscribe and tell me, not subscribe, comment is what I meant to say, and give me ideas of what you want to see and all this sort of stuff, because this is new and obviously it's for you as much as anything. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying up until now, and I'll see you tomorrow.